Titans seem to be in a difficult situation. The movie, as well as the origins of the comic on which it is based, revolves around Batman. Despite this, Batman and several of his most colorful rogues are unable to appear on television owing to rights concerns. It's still television, even though it's now an HBO Max original. Season 3 of Titans seems to be all about Bruce Wayne and the havoc he wreaked on those who battled crime with him. Have you seen it yet? If not, then watch this video all the way until the conclusion. We're going to find out in today's video where we discuss Titans Season 3 detailed review.
The city is yours now. You save it.
Before we all get started with the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content. Let's get started. The beginning of Season 3 of Titans. Outside of what they've disclosed in the show's promotion, this review of the first half of Titans Season 3 is spoiler-free. If you want to go into this series entirely blind, simply know that you've stayed with the Titans thus far and the show hasn't let you down. Nonetheless, it appears that by the third season, the plot has arrived at the point where it was always supposed to be. This will not be Teen Titans Go with R-rated content. In the end, this is a show about the kind of particular pain that young people who are taught to combat crime as vigilantes may experience. Their reasons for wanting to be a superhero are all over the place because they were all drawn to it either by circumstance or, much worse, because it looked cool. While there is plenty of tension in the first half of the season, the major conflict is between Dick Grayson, played by Bretton Thwaites, and Jason Todd, played by Curran Walters. They're both Bruce Wayne's surrogate sons, and they're both scarred by it. They're looking to become men in two very different ways, because as much as this is an ensemble series, it's all about Dick and Jason. Focusing the Titans Season 3 plot on Gotham makes sense. None of the Robins have gotten their due in all the many incarnations of Batman that we've seen. Even Connor Kent, a young man with Superman-like abilities, is overshadowed by Dick, Jason, and the rest of the Bat family. However, this is still a Titans 3 narrative, and the team members who weren't formerly Robin are the ones who face the brunt of sacrifices and repercussions. Titans Season 3 set revealed Tegan Croft's new look as Raven. Titans is presently filming the last episode of its much-awaited third season, and fresh set photos have provided a glimpse of the actors. Tegan Croft's Raven has a new appearance, as caught by people on set and photos. Starfire and Blackfire, played by Anna Diop and Damaris Lewis, are shown in the pictures wearing their previously released outfits. Croft's Raven, on the other hand, is dressed in a new attire. It's unclear whether this dress will function as her costume or just another garment she'll wear this season. Spoiler: confirmed to return for Titans Season 3. For Titans Season 3, it looks like a familiar figure will return. Connor Leslie will reprise her role as Donna Troy, according to a new set shot from the series. Donna was murdered by an electrical wire in the series' Season 2 conclusion, which was a surprising twist. Given that the program is based on a comic book, many fans hypothesize that she might be brought back to life and appear in a future season. This new picture confirms that her character will be seen again sooner rather than later. The debut of Blackfire and Jason Todd's transformation into Red Hood are among the stories planned for the Titans' forthcoming season. Fans will have to conjecture for the time being as to how Donna Troy's resurrection and return will be handled. To summarize the narrative, the third season of Titans returns Dick Grayson, Bretton Thwaites, to the location that helped him become the hero he is today. When a familiar, formidable threat arrives in town, a smaller team comprised of Nightwing, Beast Boy, Starfire, Superboy, and Crypto looks to lend their talents to fight crime in Gotham City after finding success in San Francisco. Jason Todd's demise is well known, and as the teasers teased, he does indeed succumb to the crowbar of the Joker. However, all resemblance to the original material ends there, save from Red Hood's distinctive appearance. Titans tries to reimagine Jason Todd's fall and resurgence in its own distinctive way, with mixed success. Meanwhile, the program tries to mix the title hero's narrative arcs in order to dissuade viewers from believing this is merely a Bat family story, even though the show's major benefits stem from that notion. It's apparent that the series is aware of its own merits. The Squad may use that lore to advantage by sending them to Gotham to confront Batman's adversaries. With the arrival of Barbara Gordon, Savannah Welch, and Scarecrow, Vincent Kartheiser, the season begins to a high note, owing its new cast members, even when the plot doesn't have enough time for them. Returning cast members, particularly Ryan Potter and Anna Diop, continue to shine brightly. With a smaller workforce, they have more opportunities to grow together. They manage to keep their connection alive even at the show's dullest moments. For a brief period, the series glides when the squad really gets to battle alongside each other. Superboy and Beast Boy, on the other hand, are still obliged to hold back, owing to VFX budget constraints. To battle crooks, the latter still has a shabby-looking tiger. Although Titans has always largely focused on Thwaites as Dick Grayson,
Hey there, big guy.
he's better than ever and unexpectedly effectively balances the show's outrageous tone swings. This time, he's the Nightwing fans know and love. Also notable is his back and forth with Kartheiser's Jonathan Crane, which comes out of nowhere yet is well received. The arrival of Red Hood. The advent of Red Hood is the season's most eagerly awaited event. However, as previously said, this is not a normal adaptation. The program takes liberties in building Jason's route to his famous character in order to allow his transition to happen sooner rather than later. It relies on the events of the previous season to convey the emotional impact of his death, but it's such a brief moment that not a single breath is spared before he returns. And in this situation, that's actually a positive thing. Curran Walters has to portray a more mentally disturbed version of Jason this time around as the Red Hood. Walters is able to center himself in his most vulnerable moments. However, he has trouble convincingly channeling the cold-blooded Red Hood character at first. When he initially confronts Nightwing, it's difficult not to see right through his act of toughness. Fortunately, he soon gets his stride, and by the 5th episode, Walters is able to portray both sides of the character, which, by the way, was the season's finest thus far. Returning of Hawk and Dawn. Hawk and Dawn, on the other hand, return this season with their typical emotional baggage. When the show decides to go all in on a Gotham-centered season, however, their screen time is drastically reduced. Without going into too much detail, the movie chooses to abandon their tale in order to focus on the other Titans. It serves as the most blatant illustration of the series, taking away the fat to become leaner and tighter as a long-awaited choice. Minka Kelly and Alan Ritchson are both excellent in their parts. However, following a disappointing second season, they overstayed their welcome narratively. Every other episode is given a length that is neither too short nor too long. When the program takes bizarre moves, like bringing back the therapist Coriander slept with last season, everything grinds to a standstill. This time around, Starfire's plot is considerably more important, yet it only manages to be half as fascinating as the rest of the series. It's really disheartening to witness a talented actress like Anna Diop struggle to make a decent effort with the fan-favorite role. Bringing her sister Blackfire back full-time was considered to be the answer to this dilemma. Her debut appearance here, though, does little to assuage those fears. Eventually, this is where the video will come to a close. Subscribe to the channel and click the bell button to be alerted when fresh, spicy, and fascinating stuff is available. Also tell your family and friends about it. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. We'd love to hear them. Stay safe and take care.